célébrer languistique Inuits yoalin at wagas liago Akwesasne duageno dana wagenyahta.
I will talk about the preservation of the language in the context of intergenerational trauma. They also said, if you want a better life for your children, then you need to stop talking Mohawk to them. My Mohawk name is Dagahnawiaks. That means she crosses the current and she comes back.
Salut Cornwall, salut le monde, nous sommes On a le choix, votre média de proximité qui reflète votre réalité. Si vous appréciez notre travail d'information, vous pouvez commenter, liker, partager nos reportages, l'algorithme de YouTube appréciera. Mais surtout, vous pouvez vous rendre sur notre site onalechoix.com pour vous abonner à notre infolettre qui sort tous les vendredis et recevoir de l'information exclusive dans votre boîte courriel. Le 31 mars dernier était la Journée Nationale des Langues Autochtones. Plus qu'une langue, il s'agit d'une identité qu'il faut tout faire pour préserver.
My dad went in a school that was run by the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church said punish them for talking Mohawk. And when he started having children with my mom, and they were raising us, my mom couldn't speak it, and my dad, who's a fluent speaker and hardly could talk any English, wouldn't talk Mohawk to us because he didn't want us punished. Because of that, I grew up not hearing Mohawk spoke in our house. And I would hear my dad talking to his friends in Mohawk, and I would say, "Dad, how come you never taught us Mohawk?" And he said, "That was your mom's job." And it was, but that was taken away from her.
Sego, my name is Languistique. I come from Akwesasne. I'm 19 of the Turtle Clan. In the language, we would say Sego célébrer languistique Inuits yoalin at wagas liago Akwesasne duageno dana wagenyahta. I was fortunate enough to be born into a very traditional family. My father's, I guess, a knowledge holder in the community. He helps out a lot with different ceremonies and different teachings around in Akwesasne. And my mother as well, she doesn't come from a traditional family per se, but she worked really hard to learn what she knows now to teach to me and my four other siblings.
Just by one word, you can tell the action of the person. For example, my Mohawk name is Dagahnawiaks. That means she crosses the current and she comes back. When my youngest daughter was young, I brought her to the Akwesasne Freedom School because she latched on to the language real easy. And I thought, I can't take this away from her the way it was taken away from me.
At an early age, we were put into a school, which is located in Racket, New York. So it'll be on the state side. And that's a full immersion Mohawk school. So everything that we learned was in the language. We learned, pretty basic math, all in the language. We learned, science, but it wasn't kind of like, the chemistry and things like that. We learned more of, and our science was more like, the natural world. So we would go out and learn things about the plants that were in the yard. And we would learn about the medicines that can be used. A lot of our traditional teachings were used to teach our children. Most of the kids that went to school there still speak to this day, myself included. It only goes up to about grade 8. You can choose to stay there through high school. The only thing is that school doesn't give out degrees, diplomas. You either have to, stay there, or you can move to the Canadian side or the U.S. side outside of the reservation.
Everything in the description of the language is also the description in everything we've done. Treaty making, agreements with the Crown people, land claims, and it's in our ceremonies, it's in the description of the world. So those kind of things are how we connect to our creation. It's our worldview, and there's not too many speakers left. Yeah, I mean, if you look at probably people who are 70 years and older, they can speak Mohawk. But younger than that, not too many can. They've retired, they were teachers, and to get them to teach a class, it's very hard on them.
I had those roots ingrained inside of me since I was a young boy. And so when I moved away to high school, it was a big change, it was a big difference. But I would say that high school taught me more about our neighboring communities. I feel like I was so ingrained into our society. I don't feel like I had much of an experience of I guess how it went outside of Akwesasne. And so when I went to school, it taught me a lot of modern day skills. And so, there's always that balance. And so I live my life like that.
This National Day is good to bring that awareness forward. But it needs to be more than that. It needs to be not only awareness, but support in order to get those speakers, those natural born speakers, into our community. The speakers are being pulled by the public school system to be able to offer core courses or main courses in the language, but it doesn't help the rest of the community because they have to be exposed to it 24 hours a day.
Ask questions about every community. Ask questions about, every indigenous nation, every people in the world, because that's the only way that we'll break these barriers. That's the only way that we'll find, true peace.